Elizabeth, and I'm a certified personal trainer and nutritionist, and today I have a Theraband stretching routine to increase flexibility. So a Theraband is a band. They have them in most physical therapy offices, but you can buy like rolls of this and chop it yourself, or buy singles if you wish. So it has no handles, it looks like a ribbon, and it offers some resistance. So the one I have is a heavy resistance. Might be a super heavy. I think it says it on there somewhere. No, it's just a regular heavy. And they're really good for like rehabilitation exercises. So I got mine in a therapy kit, and I've really grown to love to use it for stretching because it helps to deepen the stretch or to help me to relax, but also to offer resistance to my body that helps me to stretch a little more than if I was to try to do it on my own, doing some form of static stretching. So if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, and if you'd like to help contribute, you can go to my channel page, and in the about there's a link for donations. I also have a spirit lifter to share with you before we begin. It says, "Determined to study and to get ready for your opportunity, the person who is prepared always finds opportunities. The unprepared often complain they didn't get a fair chance in life." And I like this because this is something that I had to learn about on my own. So when I was in school, when I was younger, I did extremely well in school. And my family didn't have a lot of money. And despite being intelligent and being very successful in school, I didn't get to go to college. And for a really long time, that hurt my heart really badly. And I felt embarrassed when people would ask me about my work or my education, because I always felt like there was something more that I should have done or could have done. And from there, I started buying a lot of books, but I bought used books, and I learned so many things, and I continue to learn so many things because I read a lot. I go through several books a week, and they all range from exercise to like theosophy to psychology and anything with the mind, body, or spirit. Mostly, it's not really much anything else. No fiction. But this has increased my confidence in myself, and because of it, I learned that you don't need to have some diploma to be intelligent. And though that seems obvious, my perception was that people with degrees, when they would ask me about my education, I would feel intimidated, because I didn't want them to think that I knew I was smart, but I didn't want them to think that I wasn't. And because of this has changed my thoughts, because the point was that I felt sorry for myself that I didn't get to go to school. I felt like I didn't get the opportunity, and that if someone were to have paid for my college, that my life would have been so different and I would have been somebody else. So with that being said, we'll begin our workout. So we're going to begin with the upper body, and then we're going to move into the lower body. So the upper body stretches aren't just good for flexibility and stretching, but they're also very good for corrective exercise, particularly if you have a rounded back or slumped shoulders. So posture is the simple way to put it. So you can sit in a comfortable pose anywhere you like, whether it's on the floor, your bed, or in a chair. And you have your band, and the first thing we're going to do are arm rotations. So this is going to increase the range of motion. So what you're going to do is you're going to have your hands apart holding the band, and it's going to be semi-loose. It's not going to be taut. And you're going to rotate your arms back and forward. So if you cannot get your arms back, that just means that there's some tightness in your thoracic spine, and still work through the best you can throughout the motion, as in going as far as you can without feeling pain, especially not in your joints. And over time, your body's going to loosen up, and that's going to help. Another thing you can do is not use the band and rotate one arm at a time. And this will help to not feel like pain in the shoulders, which can occur if you force yourself through the motion when your body is unable to do it at that time. So we're going to rotate for a total of 12. Now we're going to do some stretches. So the first thing that we have are pull aparts, and these are going to strengthen and stretch the upper back muscles and chest. So this time you're going to bring your arms a little closer, and you're going to pull the band apart so you feel your muscles flexing. So this is a type of stretching called tense and release, and animals do this, such as cats and dogs. If you ever seen them stretch, they shake and their muscles are flexed, and then they loosen up. This helps to loosen up the muscles. It pushes the lactic acid out, and this is going to help loosen things up, relieve the tightness or the stickiness or whatever you like to call it. So we're going to do 8 of these in front of us. And then 8 overhead. Now you're going to kind of lean one arm down. So we're going to do 8 this way. Now 8 the other way. And now we're going to do diagonal, and we're only going to do 4 and then switch. And now we're going to begin on the lower part of the body. So the first thing we have is a leg circle, and this is going to loosen up the hips and the muscles there, like the hamstrings, the inner thigh, and the hip flexor. So you're first going to put your foot halfway down your band. You're going to recline. Your one leg is bent, and this is just to prevent there from being any gapping of your lower back to the floor or whatever surface you're on. And you're going to raise your leg up. You want to relax it. So you're going to have some control over your leg, but you're not doing an exercise. So you're going to pull forward, drop around, and make a giant circle. So we're going to do 5 and then reverse the movement. And then once you've done all 5, you're going to switch. Now the next thing that we have is a hand pull series. So staying in the same position, you're going to pull your leg forward and hold. Then bring it out to the side. And then we're going to move it across the body. So you're going to bring it across, and this is going to stretch the IT band. You might also feel a stretch in your lower back. Now we're going to repeat on the other leg. And then we have our neck stretch, which is good for if you're working on a middle split. So what you're going to do is you're going to wrap the band around each foot. So you have a good amount of length in the middle, and it's wrapped around each foot, but you still have a little room. And from here, you're going to recline, and then you're going to grab right by each of your feet and then pull apart. Then our last stretch is standing, and unless you have really good balance, this is good to do with the support of a wall or a sturdy piece of furniture like a couch. But I don't have that here, so I have to do my best to balance. So what you're going to do, first of all, it's going to stretch the quad and hip flexor, and it's a version of the dancer. So you're going to wrap your band with equal length around each side, and you're going to pull your leg up over your shoulder and hold the band. So if you're holding a wall, it might be easier to hold it for longer. And that concludes our Theraband full body stretching routine for flexibility. I hope you enjoyed it. Please check out more of my other videos on YouTube under Wellness by Elizabeth, and like, subscribe, and share.